Hello.
Good afternoon. Did I take you from your garden today?
No, I mean I'm out here all the time, so I'm
Well,
out here as much as I can be.
can you see? Wait, where is?
Just trying to get a hide self view so I can see your whole thing. Good.
There,
Okay.
there he is. This dog brought to you by Robbie, who has. I got to just take a moment of gratitude here to you, and I don't want to sound like a suck up or a jerk, but I looked at all my old videos and I looked at a lot of stuff and I looked at stuff before we started training together. The change has been like a sea change and just a sea change, just a whole everything. The fact that he's, hey, don't make a liar out of stay. The fact that he's laying right there. I can see him. Can you see him? Because I don't, for some reason,
Yep.
my
Yeah,
view,
I can see.
my view isn't showing him. But Robbie, no sniff. I can say Robbie no sniff and he no sniffs. And I can look
Right.
at him and he stays there. And the fact that he could stay there the entire time we're talking and doing stuff and whatever and look interested or not or go to sleep. I mean, I never thought that was going to be possible. I honestly, just based on who he is and just everything, I just never thought it'd be possible. And I can now say to him, even though he looks like he's doing his doggy thing and hanging out, if I say, Robbie, hi.
Good boy.
Good man. And then a little tail wag.
He's ready to go. Good
Good
boy.
job. Good job. Huh, right here. Sit. Up, 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 up. Back up, back up. Down. Okay, I know. Doesn't wait. Wait. So I just have to say a moment of gratitude. Thank you so much. He is, he's a dog that wants to do
Good.
things with me now. So
Well, you're doing all the work, so that's good.
I have a plan. So that's what I needed.
Good.
And so what do we want to work on next? Because I've been doing my visualization, I've been doing all kinds of stuff like that. I feel like I wish I could do like an entire, you know,
Run.
run to show you. But then I didn't want to set it up and then it's like, no, we're not gonna do that today. So I didn't. But Robbie, hey, don't make a liar out of me, man. Stop. No sniff. Good boy. Um, but
Why don't you do the first, you could do the first beginning part, right? Because it would be a ring entrance,
right.
heel free,
Uh-huh.
figure eight,
Right.
command, drop. Is that the order? I don't know where the command is in the order, in the
Yeah,
A order.
it is. It is early. It's in fact I have my little book with the
So
sheet of
why don't you do that? Why don't you like do a ring entrance, do a small, like a healing pattern so I can see
okay.
where you are, right?
Okay.
And then a figure eight.
Okay.
And then what's next?
Well, and
Command?
then and then they take us over to do commands and then it's the drop on recall, which yeah, I'd like you to see his drop. And then when it becomes the toss, the
Retrieve on the flat.
retrieve on the flat, and then we move over to the high jump. It's fine. It's the high jump to the broad that was the issue of when I have to hand it off and then he starts getting busy with other people. And so I've
All
been
right,
working
we
on
could
that.
do the piece. We could just start going and we could see, I could see, this will give me an idea of where there are holes or pieces I think we need to tighten up
I think so.
or, but
Right.
what I want you to do is I really want you to think about your handling, right? Like as if this was the real thing and like really be focused on staying connected with him 100% of the time, giving him the correct information, making sure you're doing your handling as close to perfect as possible. Again, so that I can see where there are potentially holes or issues. Okay.
Okay. And okay, so that sounds good. So I should get cones for the figure eight and so it looks somewhat like
Yeah,
the,
just get some cones and
I'll
we'll
get it
just do
really,
that first part and let's just see how that goes.
okay, I'll get that really quickly and Robbie, right here. Set this up. And so commands, where can you see better? No, nothing.
I
Robbie.
can see them from there.
Okay, so we'll do commands then here, but there's still a thing behind it. Oh, hey, Rob, leave it right here, bud. Right here. Here's wait, wait. Okay, so I'm gonna get the cones. Really fast. Stay. Stay, buddy. Stay, man. You are the man. And so, can you call it for me? Yeah. Or, okay. Stay for me. What a good day. Okay, so if I go that
You
way.
can just leave that. Yep. You can just leave that stuff on the floor. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so then we start out off lead, so we should just start out off lead, or should we start out from outside the ring gate? You want to see that, or can you see the ring gate?
You're gonna start out outside the ring gate. You're gonna do a ring entrance. You're gonna put the leash on the gate. Then you're gonna
Uh,
go to where you're gonna set up to do the heel free,
okay,
right? You'll do your heel free. Then you'll go to the figure eight. You'll do the figure eight. So kind of plan out in your head like what you're gonna do, right? Then from the figure eight, you're gonna go exercise finish. You're gonna transition to the command. Then you're going to either reset and do the drop from there or transition to the other end, do the drop from there. Either or will work.
okay,
And then you'll do exercise finished and you'll go get your dumbbell, do the retrieve on the flat.
okay.
Now remember, still though, you are training, right? So no
Be
matter what happens, if something goes awry or if he needs help or whatever, you're going to do that. You're not just going to ignore it, right?
no, I want it to all be successful. And okay, so we'll go outside the ring gate. You'll see us on our little ring entry. I have that all kind of mentally choreographed.
Mhm.
And so, okay, let's start from there. Yeah. But it stayed open, but I guess it doesn't.
I don't think it does.
Oh, okay. Maybe if you're nice to it, it is. Gonna stay. Right. Are you ready? You ready to do some dance? Down. Down. Good job. Obedience. Right here. You know, he's all confused with the mat here. I guess I'll go over here. Good job, bud. Good job. Okay, wait. Just wait. Set up. Stay. Good, stay. Good. Me. Stay. That's it. Right here. Good job. This is going to be your heel free exercise. Are you ready? See, every time he sneezes. Every time. But that's okay. Ready? Robbie. Ready? Let's finish. So they're seeing us. Can you see us?
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay. So now, should we do figure eight?
Yeah.
This is our figure eight exercise. Let's go get ready. All right. Ready to go get ready for figure eight? Here, here. Got it. We're gonna do figure. We're gonna do figure eight. Sit right here. Ready? Eight. Oh, there's somebody in the parking lot, like, trying to get in, but that's not our problem. Ready? Eight. Grab it. Leave it.
Well, tell him leave it. Don't look at what he's doing. Tell him to cut it out. Robbie, pay attention. You just froze. You froze. So you froze, but why don't you just put him on the map for a minute? I just want to go over a couple little things, but make sure he leaves whatever's happening there
It's
because it's not his house and it's not his job to guard the building. That's your job,
okay, so I didn't hear what you said. I don't.
right? And don't worry about who's trying to get in because then he's like, see, she's looking at that person. Don't just
Yeah, who it is or why they're even here, but I don't know if they're coming in here or else. You know. Thank you. Thank you. There's no need to worry about that. I was surprised he even noticed. Person's still out there unloading kind of stuff, so. But that's okay, because it's not our problem. Robbie Gobble, come on, you ready? Good, man. You ready? Come, right here. And I did. Then.
all right, you froze. I can't see you right now. All right, hold on. Yeah, when you're okay. So I don't want you to do figure eight though. I just want you to, once you get him off that person, I want you to put him on his mat because I just want to fix a couple things. All right. So
Just please. I'm not gonna treat him now because that was too crazy. Right?
no. So when you set him up for the healing and you said like he was sneezing, like he just wasn't ready. And I'm wondering if he wasn't ready because he didn't have enough of a warm up outside the ring.
Oh, okay.
But you said he does it all the time, but I just got the impression like he just wasn't mentally ready to start yet. Now I could be wrong. I just
No, you're right.
um
You're right, because if we were at a trial or we're a match or whatever, my crate would be over there. I would be doing a little something in front of my crate before it was my time. And then I would have wandered,
right.
right? There would have been a whole thing that, hey, let's go outside and be fake. And then there's a person out there unloading their car. I mean, it was like, he's never experienced any of that all at once. So
Well, that's a completely separate thing. So we're just going to take this
hey,
one step at a time.
well,
So when
no,
you came in, he wasn't distracted,
he was not distracted. Is that what you said?
right?
Right.
When
Hey.
you came into the ring, so tell me, yeah, cut that out.
That's it.
When you came into the ring, that person wasn't there,
No.
right? So he was not distracted,
They
right?
were there. I didn't know they were there. And then they started unloading their car and doing all this
Okay,
stuff.
but what I'm saying is when you entered the ring,
No, they were not there.
that was not an issue. So I'm going to the beginning. So you
Okay.
entered the ring, that was fine. I like that when you went to take his leash off, he kept wanting, now correct him, like for real.
Oh,
Like,
right,
cut the shit.
no sniff. Stop. Thank you. Just
But if he does it again, you're gonna really have to grab him and say, I'm not kidding around,
you know
because
what I
it's
might
too.
do too, if he's having like overload, I might just put him in the crate and then get Sawyer out instead, so he can just like not not
All
be.
right. But what I want to talk about is you did your ring entrance. That was fine. I liked when you went to put the leash away that he kept looking towards you. I like that, even though he technically, you could argue, well, he didn't stay, but he wanted to see you and be with you. So I did like that. Personally, I wouldn't sit him and walk away to put his leash away. I would heel him to where I'm going to put the leash, lean over, drop the leash, heel him to where I'm going to set up to start the healing.
Can you do that in the ring? I thought you had
Yeah.
like leave them there and then
No,
go.
you do not.
Oh,
That's a rally thing. That's not an obedience thing. In obedience, you go in. In obedience, you will know ahead of time based on the person in front of you or based on what the judge describes, what's going to happen with the leash, right? Either you're going to hand it to the steward or he's going to have you put it somewhere. So based on that knowledge, I'm going to go in there so that my dog is with me when I get rid of the leash. Follow me?
yes.
I don't want to have to leave the dog. So then I would set my dog up. As soon as I set my dog up, I'm not going to say, if the judge says, "Are you ready?" I'm not going to say I'm ready if my dog is sneezing, right? I'm going to say I'm not. And I'm going to say to my dog, "Hey, buddy, we're going to heal." And I'm going to wait until my dog is looking at me and focused and ready to go. Then I'm going to say ready and I'm going to start healing. All right. So we're going to do that again. I want that to be a little cleaner. If you think he needs a little bit more of a warm up, you're going to do that. Once you started healing, he was fine. Then when you're done healing, you're going to praise him. Good boy, that was really nice. And you're going to transition immediately to the figure eight. I felt like that's where you lost him a little bit, right? Even before the whole person coming in incident, right? But you want that needs to be a clean transition. So it needs to be exercise finished. Good boy, that's it. And then immediately move to the figure eight. All right. If he gets distracted and looks at something, you're not going to be reactive. You're going to be proactive. Hey, right here, we're moving over here. You're not going to be like, oh, what's he looking at? Oh, he's barking at somebody. I don't give a fuck what's going on, right? Dude,
Somebody was coming
hey,
down that I wasn't
yeah, but then you need to say, then you need to release him and to say, we're finished.
put them away and
You
then go.
need to put him away and you need to go deal with that. But you can't just let it kind of be messy because shit's going to happen in the ring and then he's going to think it's okay to bark or look over there or whatever. And it's not. It's your job to be like, hey, stay with me, pay attention to me. All right. So I want you to start that over with him. Go outside the ring. Make sure he's ready to go. If he's not ready to go, warm him up a little bit, then come in the ring and do that whole thing again. So let's try that again.
Okay. Are you ready, buddy? Huh? Are you with me? Right here, with you. Right. Okay, good. That's it. Good man. Right. Yeah, yeah. Hello, Rob, with me? With me? Hey, this way. Hang on. Wait. Now you're saying I can unhook him and then walk with my leash where I need to go?
You can go with him. He can come with you. Heel him to wherever you're going to put the leash.
Rabbit, with me, right here. Right here with me. Good job, bud. That's it. With me, right here. Right here. Sit up. Sit up. Right here. Oh, come on. We're gonna do beatings now. We're gonna do beatings. Are you ready? Ready. Oh, leave it. Good job. Left turn. Get in. Get in. Left turn. Right here. Up. Exercise finished. Sorry, I forgot the exercise finished part. Ready? Are you ready? This is your figure eight exercise. Are you ready? Ready? Eight. Right here. Right here. Oh, that was so beautiful. Now we should do command. We're gonna go do command. Ready? Here's your commands, Matt. Right here. Stand up. Right here. Get in. Right here. This is commands. Right here. Oh, you ready? This is commands. Ready? Stand your dog. Stand. Oh boy. Wait. I don't know if you can see me, but
That's right. I can see him.
down. Good man. Wait. Sit. Okay, that didn't work. Sit. Good boy.
All right. So you have to say no, sit. So he knows that not sitting was incorrect.
So should I do that one all over?
Yeah. And don't feed him because that was wrong, right? So do it again. And what I want you to do is don't say good boy when he does the down. Just say wait and go on to the next thing. You can say good boy in your head, but don't say it out loud.
Robbie, this is commands. Commands. Are you ready? Ready? Stand your dog. Stand. Good man. Wait. Down you go. Down. Oh, he walked forward. Should I allow that or
Yeah,
not
you have
allow
to say
that?
no. You have to say no. You can't.
No. Back, 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 back. You know better. Here, right here. Ta-da.
But the moment he moves forward, in that moment, you need to say no. So he knows that's the piece he did wrong.
This is your commands. Stand your dog. Stand. Good boy. Wait. Leave your dog. Back down. Are we gonna accept that?
No.
No, no. Back, 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 back,
How?
back.
But back isn't going to give him the right information.
So how can I get him?
Stand him in front of you. Stand him in front of you. In front of you. Just say stand. Now tell him to stand. Now tell him to down.
Down?
Good.
Good.
Now tell him to stand.
And good.
Back up. Back up three step. No, you back. No, no, no. Back up 3 steps. You back up 3 steps. Now watch his front feet. Tell him to down.
Down?
No. But
No.
but when did he make the mistake?
As soon as I,
Yes, as soon as. And that's when you need to say no and step towards him.
yeah, we
So
really been working on it since. I'm surprised because he was doing a nice, really
do
nice.
it again. Stand him. Go. Stand him in front of you. Stand. Tell him wait. Back up 3 steps. Tell him to down.
Down. See,
Okay, but do you also see how much you leaned forward,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And did he meet your criteria?
No,
Okay, did you tell him that?
no.
Okay,
Hey,
do it again.
stand forward. I'm gonna stay really close on the back down because I haven't been that close to him and he's been doing it. And now that I'm further away, he's crawling forward.
That
So,
oh wait, okay, but okay, so lay him down for a second. Let's just iron this out before we go through it. So they always do that. When we add distance, they move. All right, but the problem is you're not giving him the right information at the right moment in time, right? So you can do 1 or 2 up close, but at some point you need to add distance. When you add distance, the important piece is the second he moves forward, you have to say no and step towards him,
okay, so that's,
right?
I just right away say no, and then I come like running in
It's
with,
not even your hand. The motion forward gives him the information that you're not supposed to come towards me. Because the motion towards him is pressure. It's pressure that says, hey, stop moving into me. And then you have to remind him, I said down, back, or back down, or whatever information makes sense to him that means back up.
that's what,
But it,
and I was saying down, he wasn't going back. So now I say back down, and he goes, back, but he was doing it great.
okay, but it doesn't matter what he was doing, right? It matters that when he makes the mistake, you must give him that information because when you don't, what you did now multiple times in a row, you told him moving forward was correct inadvertently. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's why I just want to make sure we have that. Okay, good. So now go ahead. Go ahead and train him a little bit. Let's see what happens.
so do it from there or just in front.
In front, just in front. It's just this down piece we have to iron out before we do anything else.
Back down. I
Yeah,
know,
but do you see what you just did with your body? Yeah. You can't do that, right? You're trying to get all in this space. Wait.
back down, back down. Stand, look away, back down. Good boy, down. He went back and then he didn't go down.
Don't tell me, tell him, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? Just give him the information.
Robbie, that's great. Leave it. Stand. Good job. Good stand. Back down, down. Well, he went back and he went down, but it wasn't smooth. So
Good. I'm so glad we're recording this. This is why I want you to record your training sessions.
I
Because what you're gonna see is, hold on. Just tell him to wait a minute. Tell him to, all right. Look, watch me. This was your cue to him. Back down. Does that look anything like back down?
no, no,
No.
it's horrible. It's hideous. No. No,
Okay, so what you
no.
need to do is you need to say back down. And if he moves forward, the second he moves forward, you need to go, hey, I said back down.
Okay.
But you've kind of screwed yourself,
No,
right?
I'm crumbling
You
up. Like,
got him back down. Well, and then when you don't do that, he comes forward,
right.
right? So we need to break, so you need to do a couple things. All right. And I want this to be on the video, all right? So one thing you need to do is you need you did this earlier in training. You said stand, and then you said good boy, buddy, which is great, but you can't do that in the ring. So
Okay.
when you don't do that in the ring, he's going to be confused.
Okay.
So in training, you need to say stand, wait, and then you need to walk away so that it's just like in the ring. Do you understand what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yeah, I talk too much to him. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Then when you tell him down, if he does it correctly, you need to say good and then walk away because you go, good boy, wait. Then when you can't say good boy in the ring, he's going to be confused,
Now, what can you
right?
say when you turn around, like when the judge is now going to tell you to go the third position, right? You've done the
So
first.
this is how I do this. Okay. I do, let me see if I can make it up a little bit. All right. I do, are you ready? Ready. Stand your dog. Stand back, leave, wait, and then I walk. Then I turn, judge, down your dog. Down, leave your dog. Good. I say good. I don't say wait. I say good. And then I turn and walk away. Right? So it's, are you ready? Ready. Stand your dog. Stand back. Leave your dog. Wait. Signal. Down. Good. Turn. Next signal. Sit. Good. Return to your dog. Exercise finished. Good dog.
Okay.
All
Three,
right.
three little words. Okay.
That's it. Because otherwise it's apples and oranges,
Right.
right?
Right.
And you really want to discipline yourself to do the correct sequence. So every time I'll say to my dog the same thing, right? So it'll look the same way for me every time. Let me see if I can get Zesty to do it. Otherwise, I'll get Sana to do it. Zest, come on, wake up. Wake up.
Doing,
Bounce, bounce.
Dusty's
All
doing
right.
doggy things now. He can't just like perform.
Dana,
Come on.
Dana. He doesn't have all. All right, ready, Bear? Get close. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Stretch. Good. All right, ready? Get close. Come up, sit. Legs, legs. This is a command discrimination exercise. Are you ready? Ready. Stand your dog. Stand back. Leave. Wait. Down. Good.
Paws went
Leave.
forward. Paws went
Sit.
forward.
Return. Good. She she couldn't go backwards. She
Right, I see. I see.
good girl, Zaina. Good. Come here. Stand. Stand. Come here. She couldn't go any further back. Come here.
Right.
Sit. Stand back. Wait. Back down. See, she's stuck. She can't.
Right.
It's
Her
the
tail's gonna bang it. Yeah.
good girl. Okay. Yes, you're good. Go away. All
Thank you
right.
for that. Thank you for
But so my point is that's how I do it, the same every time. So then she in the ring, it looks exactly the same. And I say the judge's words the correct way. Like you kind of went like, oh, I didn't say it. Oh, well, it
that.
does matter though, because to the dog, that's information. And when they hear that sequence, they go, aha, I know what that means. It's a cue. Okay.
All judges talk. I haven't, been in the ring that much in open, only a couple times. And do all judges talk? It seems like some of them just will give you a signal for something. And because the one time I did it, I stood there waiting for the judge to say the drop on recall. I was waiting for the judge to say something, and all she did was shut her hand up and she put her hand down. And I honestly was,
Correct. Because for the drop on recall, if you pay attention, no, they will just give you a signal. So when you set your dog up, the judge is going to say, this is the drop on recall exercise. I'm going to give you a signal to call your dog and a signal to down your dog and a signal to call your dog again. That's what they're going to say. So they're only going to give 90% of the time. They are allowed, if they wanted to, they could give you a verbal to call the dog. But 90%, 90, probably 8% of the time, they're going to give you a signal to call your dog, another signal to drop, and then another signal to call your dog to front. So you need to watch the judge, and the judge will tell you ahead of time, or if you watch the dog before you, because each judge's signal is going to be different,
that's for sure.
right?
Yeah.
Like some hold their hand up and go like this. Some will hands will be at their side and they'll lift their hand. Like they're all going to do something different. Some will have their hand up and will go like this and then drop their hand. Some will just have a pencil and just go like this and then go like that. Like literally everybody will do it different. So you need to pay attention outside the ring, right? What is the signal? Because for that, it's a signal. Same with command. First position, the judge will say, stand your dog. But for the next position, they're not going to say down your dog. They're just going to give you a signal. And the same with the sit. They're just going to give you a signal. And then they're going to say return is going to be a verbal. So for some things, they're going to give you a verbal. For some things, they're going to give you a signal. For some things, the judges will say, this is the command, blah, blah. For some, they might just say, command, stand for, there might be a little bit of a variation between what they say. But yeah, no. For the drop for open, they're going to give you most of the time a signal to call. Every once in a while, they'll say call your dog, but that's rare. But it's always going to be a signal to drop your dog. And then it's always going to be a signal, almost always a signal to call your dog to front.
Okay, these are the nuance. This is a nuance. If you haven't done it enough, you don't even know what to look for. You know what I mean? Like you,
Correct. So that's why sometimes we just have to show because we need to learn those things,
right, exactly.
right? And some of it, it says it in the rule book, right? Some of it, the rule book says they'll give you a verbal or they'll give you a signal or
But
they'll
that's the
give you
funny
the
thing. Like
or.
every judge is different. Like that's the one I'm thinking of is Barbara During, where I totally, and I even saw the video of it after. I did not cat. She went just put her hand down like that, and it didn't seem to be like a signal to me. It just felt like, okay, she's putting her hand down, and eventually she's gonna give me
Yeah, but that's on you.
I know. I didn't know that was her signal. And then afterwards, she said to me, why didn't you? She actually asked me, why didn't you give your dog? I said, well, I didn't see you give the signal. And she said, oh, this is my, and then she showed me what her signal is. And she goes, yeah, I'm sorry you didn't recognize that. And I said, no, I didn't. It's on me. I mean, it was on me. I didn't say it's on me, but I,
Yeah, so what you have to learn is if you're first in the ring, are you first a lot because your
yeah,
dog is small?
yes, yes.
Okay.
It's like,
So
oh,
what you Okay, so this is what you need to do. Fit like 10 or 15 minutes before, you politely go and you say to the judge, I'm first. Please let me know when you're going to tell me where everything is and give me the healing pattern. And she'll either say, I'll do it now, or she'll say, come at this time, or at some point she'll say, where's my first dog?
oh,
And you go to the ring. And then she's going to say, okay, this is the healing pattern. You're going to come in the ring. You're going to set up here. She's going to show you where. Maybe there's a line. Maybe there's a mark, right, on the ring. Every judge different, or maybe she'll say by this stanchion. If you're unclear, just ask, oh, you mean there? And they'll say, yeah. They'll tell you the healing pattern. Then she'll say, and then we go to the figure eight. She's going to show you, you're going to set up on this side. The judge is going to be on that side. Because you don't want to finish your healing pattern and wander over and go, where do I go? No, you want to know, I'm going there. Then she's going to say, when the figure eight is over, you're going to come over here for command discrimination, and there's going to be a mark, some sort of a marker where you set up, where the first position is, where the next position is, right? So again, if you're not sure, you're going to say, wait, where you make sure you know exactly where that is. Then she's going to say, I'm going to set you up here. Then you can, if she doesn't show you the signal, you can say, excuse me, can you please show me what your signal is going to be?
Okay, great.
Yeah, for the drop on recall. And then she'll say, or he'll say, it's going to be this and that. Okay, thank you. Then if you want to know what's the signal going to be for command, you can say, what's going to be your command signal? I just want to be sure I don't miss it. Right. And they'll, if you ask nicely, they'll absolutely tell you what it's going to be. Right. Then they're going to say, we're going to do the retrieve on the flat over here. You can ask them, are you going to, is the steward going to bring me the dumbbell, or do I have to go take it off the chair? If they don't tell you, you can ask, right? Because you want to know all these things. Because I want to know when I finish my drop and I go over here, is the steward going to come bring me my dumbbell? Is the judge going to hand it to me? Or sometimes it's on a chair and you go over and you pick it up off the chair, but you want to know that,
Right.
right?
I can ask all this. My dog's not with me. My dog is.
Correct. Yes, you can ask all that. You want to know all that. If they don't tell you, some will say, the dumbbell is going to be on the chair. You're going to go get it over the chair. Here, you're going to set up here. But if they don't tell you or you're not clear, you absolutely can say, wait, hold, I'm sorry. Where do I go? Or who's going to bring, or whatever. And they're going to go, oh, okay. They're absolutely going to tell you all that. Right. So, then when after the retrieval of the high, you can either, you want to know, is the judge going to take the dumbbell? Is the steward going to take it? Or do I need to go over and put it on the table? Sometimes they say go put it on the table. Sometimes they say go put it on the chair. But you want to know.
They say go put it on a table or put it on a chair. You bring your dog with you.
Correct.
Okay.
You and your dog will heel over there. You're going to put it on the table, and then you're going to heel back to wherever you're going to set up for the broad jump.
And see, that's where I got confused once too, where I left my dog in a sit and then I went to go put it, I think I was putting it on, yeah, it was on the chair. And then it was like, now I was all confused, like, okay, I left him there and what am I doing? I remember
Right.
like,
So those are things too that you want to train for, right? So for example, I have trained sometimes when I'm training, I'll heel and I'll go put the dumbbell down. Sometimes I'll go like this and my steward, whether there's a person with me or not, or sometimes I'll pretend I'm handing it over the dog's head. Like I want to practice all these different scenarios. Sometimes I heel over and put it on a chair and we heal back. So you want to train all that so that you can cookie your dog and blah blah blah, right? But in any event, back to, so the judge is going to tell you all that stuff, and if they don't tell you, you can absolutely ask, and then they'll give you that information, right? Broad jump, then the stance they get your leash. Where is there a marker? Sometimes they put a line. Sometimes they'll say no here between these two things. Because never do you want to be wandering around like, where do I go? Now, once they've shown me all that, you have time to go get your dog. I don't run off and get my dog. I stand there and I review it in my head. I go, okay, I'm going to go in the ring. I'm going to hand my leash to the steward. I'm going to go over there. There's the marker. I'm going to set up for the heel free, forward halt, forward left turn. I kind of go through exercise finish. I'm going to go, all right, I'm on this side of the figure eight. After the figure eight, and I'm going to come over here. Here's the line. Stand my dog. There's the line, exercise finished. Okay, I'm going to reset my dog. Then I'm going to go do the drop. gonna give me the signal. After the drop, I'm gonna go over here, get my dog. So I walk myself through all that. Like I'm looking at the ring, I'm not listening to anybody else. I'm just kind of walking through the whole thing, making sure I got it, right? Like I've got this whole thing down.
You don't feel intimidated when you're the first dog and you know, like everybody's waiting to get started?
No, because I don't give a flying fuck because it's your time. You paid your money. It's your time. You are under, first of all, again, they show this to you well in advance, like 10, 15 minutes ahead of time,
Oh,
right? So you don't have, so she's going to show it to you. You still have 10, 15 minutes. You've already warmed your dog up. You're gonna watch. So then I go through, okay, this is how I do, this is where I'm gonna go, blah, blah, blah. And you can practice this, right? You can work with a friend. Your friend can set up the ring. Your friend can tell you where everything is. Then you practice. Okay, I'm gonna go there, there, there. Then I go back to my crate. I sit down, I close my eyes, and I run it through with my dog. Dog and I go in, leash goes here, dog and I heel. This is how I set my dog up. We heel. This is okay. Now I'm like, got it. Get my dog out, warm my dog up. I am not going to rush. The judge will always say, take your time, as long as they know you're coming, you checked in, it's good, right? So warm my dog up, head over to the ring. Maybe the judge is ready, maybe they're not. Okay, if my judge isn't ready, I put my dog down. I have like, or I keep whatever your little routine is. And then until you go in the ring. But no, I do not feel intimidated. I do not feel I have had situations where stuff happens and they're like, let's say my number's four. Number four, where? And I'm like, gee, I don't, I'm like, everybody take a fucking Valium because chill the fuck out. I'm coming. But I'm not gonna go, oh, and run. No,
that's
I'm coming. Calm down.
yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I
And
want
I'll even, or as I'm coming, I'll even say to the judge, I'm coming. I just need a minute. Like I was just in the other ring, or I'm coming. Just and the judges are they're it's not the judges. The other people get cooked. The judges will be like, it's okay. I'm like, I'm coming. I just need a minute. I just came out of the other ring. And they'll go, it's okay. So they never, as long as they see you're coming, but no, because if all you're doing in that case is being unfair to your teammate, which is your dog, right? And you're compromising your performance, and that's not fair. You paid your money just like everybody else, right? So this way you have a plan of what you're going to do, right? And over time, it gets easier and easier, right? But now like this is what you can do, this is what you should do, and you should do it well in advance. So your dog should already be warmed up. You already have your stuff out and ready to go. It's like I said, it's a good 10, 15 minutes ahead of time, sometimes even earlier. Judge is going to give you all that information. You make sure you have it all. Don't run back to your crate and run back. No, no, no. You got plenty of time, right? Run through it. Make sure you're good. Make sure you're like, okay, got it, got it. Take your time, go to your crate, stick to your routine, and so on. All right.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
okay.
I feel more confident in rally because you have an enforced walkthrough. It's like, okay, and now I know my routine with rally, I can always feel comfortable. I'm never like now. So
Right. So you're just going to have to learn and create a new routine for obedience,
right,
right? Which will come with time and experience, but
stick to the
each
plan.
time you want to see, can I make it better? Can I do a better job? Can I refine it? Okay, I messed this up. Now let me practice that. Let me practice this at home. Let me practice this when I train with somebody. Let me practice this at a match so I can tighten it up more and more every time I go to the ring, right? So, as far as his command, um, you need to stick to your signal even when you're up close. If he moves forward, you need to immediately say no, step in and say get back,
Is it time
right?
to bring back the thing in front of him?
Yes, you need, well, didn't we have him back to the mat? Like, isn't he supposed to be in front of the mat? And then when you tell him down, isn't he supposed to back onto the mat?
Yeah, well, Sawyer does that really well. He was having some difficulty with that. So
Oh,
I
okay.
started putting something in front of him as opposed to getting him to back. So it was almost like he couldn't
Okay.
feel when he was back there, which is weird because he's got good.
Okay, so this is what you need to do then. Then what you need to do is the stick always needs to be around, like on hand, basically, right? So what I would have done there is as soon as he moved, I would have said, no, back up. Then I would have gone and got my stick, put the stick in front of him, right? Do it with the stick. That's right. Now, the next step, take the stick away. Now do it without the stick. If you mess it up, no, no, take the stick back. Do you know what I'm saying? So you
Right,
need the stick is the information that says this is what you're supposed to do. Stay behind the stick. But then I need to move it away because you need to be able to do the same thing without the stick. So you need to revisit that for the down,
for him.
right?
Sawyer
For
does
him,
well. Sawyer's my
right? And then what you need to do is once you've gotten that ironed out, let's say he does the down correct, you go and you do the sit. Let's say he doesn't do the sit. You must say in that moment, no, I said sit.
okay. So where am I when I said sit? Am I moving toward him?
No, you're going to stay back there. You
Okay.
give him the sit signal. He
Right.
doesn't sit.
And then where's my
You're,
hand?
so, all right, I'm going to do it for you. All
Okay.
right,
I have to
I'm going to do
pretend
it
that your
for you.
dog doesn't do
Right,
it.
I'm going to do it for you. My
Okay.
dog's out there. I say, sit. No, sit. Good. But I'm not good because you said, but I'm not giving you anything.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna go back, release you, and we're gonna do the whole thing over,
Okay.
right? So you're gonna stand, you're gonna down, I'm gonna come out here, and I'm gonna go sit. If you sit, I'm gonna go yes, and we're gonna have a party. If you don't sit again, then again I'm gonna go no. No, I said sit.
Okay.
You
Say
sit.
no, no. I said sit, and then you give the
Sit.
signal a second time. You're
Because
not
the
holding.
problem is
You're
he,
not holding the signal.
no, because this is not my signal.
Right.
That's my signal.
Right. Right. Right.
That's when you have to sit. I'm not gonna go,
Right.
that's my signal, right? That's my signal.
Right.
So you have to sit on that. The thing is, if you don't say to him, if you do this instead, I'm going to do something different. Okay. So down, come out. My dog doesn't sit. Sit. Good boy. What did I just tell him? You
Well,
can sit on the second signal.
right. You can take a second signal and it's okay. You're a good boy. Right.
Correct.
Right.
That's what I just taught him.
Right.
Follow me? So
Got it.
that's where you have to explain to him, you have to sit the first time,
Right.
right?
So
If you
no.
don't, I
Right.
have to say, buddy, that's not right. I said sit. Okay, good, you sat, but there's no way in hell I'm rewarding that. And I'm not going to go, wow, good job, buddy. No, you did it wrong. So I'm going to go back in. All right, buddy, let's go. Let's do that again. Go, boy. All right, stand down. I'm going to come out. Sit. You do a correct party. You don't, no. Buddy, that's wrong.
And then you give another signal.
Well, I'm going to say, I said sit. He sits. Good. But I'm just going to say good. That's it. Because you fucked up.
And yeah, you did it on the second signal.
Yeah. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to go, all right, buddy, come on. You got to do it right on the first try. Right? Maybe I have to stay a little closer, but you've inadvertently taught him.
It's okay to wait for the second signal.
Correct.
And maybe
Follow?
even I've taught him that the second signal is what he should wait for.
Correct.
First signal's for jerks. Second signal is for smart boys.
Correct.
Okay.
Right? So now you understand how to fix that. And you need to do that same thing with Sawyer. Like if he messes up, that's the information you need to give him to tell him this is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, Sawyer and I, that was one that I put into the Fenzi thing because he was doing really well. And then you told me to start just doing everything with him from a down to a sit. So we've been working like he's got it now. Like
Good.
I have to even give like the slightest sit signal when he's in a down. He's like, okay, down means sit. You know, it's like he's on.
Good. So now put it in the sequence, and you might need to do the same thing with him. Like go back and make the sit really fun, make sure he sits. But, in terms of information, that's how we have to think about it. If we don't tell them that's not right, and we just give them a second signal, then we just taught them wait for the second signal. And then that's not their fault, that's our fault.
Yeah, and that's been
Okay.
I got it.
So, all right. Um, so make sure he's warmed up enough because now this time you went in and you did his healing and he didn't sneeze.
No, that's right. He didn't sneeze.
So
And we
that
did pins. I had him do a down. Actually, I had him do a down outside of the ring, like a quick back down.
right. So that tells you the reason he sneezed was at the beginning was because he wasn't warmed up enough.
Yeah.
So that's good information for you to have moving forward, right? Um, so then you did your healing, so that was good. Then you did your figure eight, so that was good. You got to be careful. You're talking a fair amount. You got to get rid of that because that's going to mess him up. Um, and then and then we had the command issue, but now we know how to fix all that. So we talked through all that, how to fix that. So that's
And
good. And your signals and now um the information like what you're gonna say, what you can do. We talked about drop, how
it
he's
was
gonna
the dumbbell, handing off the dumbbell and all.
right, all that. So that's all stuff. So for your next show, now you learned a whole bunch of different things. So you want to really make sure at your next show that you try to execute all that. And if things go awry, we'll go, all right, well, we know what we need to work on for that. Um, I want you to tape all your training sessions and go back and look at them and hold yourself accountable. Are you being quiet? Are you being clean? Do you know where you're going? Are your transitions smooth? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I want you to look at those little details. Are you giving him the right information when he makes a mistake?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Tomorrow I rented here again just for me to come and practice for an hour, and I'm gonna do all of that and tape all of that because I mean past couple weeks, my time has been limited as far as being able to tape. I've been doing like little 5 minute at 11:30 at night practice sessions with them. I just work has been really busy. So tomorrow is like my dedicated. Okay, I've got my Petra lesson today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna practice.
okay, good.
So I'll be able to tape, and I'll have a clear head. And now I have all this new information too to add to it, because I really want to do the whole sequence, and I want to be able to freeze out little pieces that are good.
Right. So what I want you to do is I want you to, when you get there, before you warm up your dogs, I want you to set up your ring. Right? And I want you to say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. This is my healing pattern. This is where I'm going to do the figure. I want you to plan your whole ring out, right? Then I want you to run the sequence through in your head, right?
Mhm.
Like you're going to do at the trial. Like, this is where I'm going to go. This is where I'm going to start. Then I want you to take your dog out, warm your dog up, and then I want you to run it through and tape it. And then later on, you're going to look back and go, did I execute my plan?
Right.
Right? Did I get from point A to point B smoothly and cleanly? Did I say my part and the judge's part? Did I talk too much? Did I say my cues correctly? Did I do my transitions cleanly? And so on. Right?
Yeah,
So
definitely. Yeah.
So set it up, which won't be the same as someone else setting it up, but still, it's a good exercise. It's a good mental exercise. You know what I mean? Set up your ring, and then run it through your head like a couple times. So you're like, okay, I'm going to go here, then I'm going to go there, then I'm going to go there, then I'm going to go there, then I'm going to put my dumbbell there, then I'm going to get it, blah, blah, blah.
Right. That's what I'm gonna do. Now, I think next weekend, is that the
I
match?
think it's the upfront match. Yeah.
Right, so I had bought space at the upfront match, which I then tried to sell because I bought space at the Princeton Dog Training Club match because I didn't know they were having the Princeton Dog Training Club match when I bought the upfront match spots, and because also I'm in the Princeton Dog Training Club
Okay.
trial,
Trial.
so I
Okay.
figured that's the better place to
Mm-hmm.
match. So I definitely have match, not tomorrow, but next weekend. So yeah. So I should be like, that's why I figured like this weekend will be a help for being moved.
Yeah, and then that's going to be your plan for next weekend at the match is you're going to ask the judge, like if someone's before you, you're going to watch the dogs before you, right?
Right,
Just like you would at a trial. Where is everything? What's their signal? If you don't know, you're going to ask the judge, right? And then you're going to, again, run it through your head, just like you would at a trial. And then even if you're going to just do pieces or reward pieces, but still you want to have that plan and you want to practice that mental part of it, right? Of of where am I going to go? Where do I put my dumbbell? What is the judge's signal? And so on.
yes. Okay. I feel like yes, it's making sense. It's just, when things kind of fell apart here today, which was unexpected, and I'm thinking that's good because now I see that because he never barks when there's that he just doesn't. He could care less that there's people doing stuff. Suddenly he cared. So that's good information that maybe when he was concerned, suddenly that becomes a thing for him, you know.
Yeah, but the other thing is that you always have to expect that unexpected things will always happen. So our job is to be vigilant and stay connected to the dog. So if I was in that building by myself and my dog looked and went, woof, I would not even look out there. I don't give a fuck what's happening out there. I'd look at my dog and go, hey, look at me. Leave that alone. I'd turn away from the thing, right? And I'd be like, get your act together. I'd be working. I will be putting 300% effort into getting my dog back to me, right? Turn away, move, do whatever I need to get your attention on me. Now we're going to go and do this figure eight because that's what we were doing. I don't care what the fuck is happening out there. Now, if someone starts banging on the door, then I'm going to say to my dog, with me, we're going to heel. I'm going to put my dog down, or I'm going to put my dog in the crate. I'm going to go deal with that, and I'm going to come out. But my first instinct is always get my dog back. So that should be the lesson for you is like, yeah, he was like, ooh, what's that? But the bigger lesson is you went, oh, what's that? Oh, no, you need to be like, hey, get over here and use motion, move away from the distraction, do everything you can to get his attention back on you. Because shit is going to happen in the ring. It happens all the time. I've had, I could write a book on all the unexpected things that happened at trials. And in that moment, my first instinct is my dog, get my dog, get my dog's attention, keep my dog's attention, get my dog away from that thing. All right. So that's the lesson you want to take from that for you, right? Is you are in charge, not him. So in that moment, he's just being a good dog. He's going, we're here alone. I need to protect my mom and this place, which my dogs are allowed to do here. Their job is to guard my house like there's no tomorrow. And that is their job. But when I am somewhere else, that is not your job. That's my job. So if I'm in that building and my dogs go, oh, somebody's out there, I go, dude, don't fucking do that. I am in charge here. You don't do that. All right. So you have to think about when you're out in the environment, you are in charge, not the dog. All right. And then, so that in essence is what happened. But aside from that, we got a lot of really good information and a bunch of pieces that we need to work on. And that, look, the command is hard. Okay, you can fix that. But we got information on those in between things, right?
Yeah,
And on
good.
what you can, and the information you can get at a trial, which is from the judge, like how the ring is set up, because that's really important.
Right.
And then I want you to really be focused a little bit more on your transitions, right? Which transition is exercise finished to the next thing,
Yeah.
right?
He's been good at the with me. I've been doing with me's all over the house with him and Sawyer. In fact, they jockey to try to, like, if I say with me, they're like pushing each other into my side of my leg because one wants to be closer to me than the other, and so then I realize it's not fair to do that because then the one who's on the outside is going to feel like, oh,
Right.
that's okay for me to be out here on a with me, and it's really not. So, but yeah, no, I think,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, okay.
Well, thank you for everything.
Good.
And yeah, and again, I'm sorry I missed you today at Rally. That would have been great to see you there, but had to work.
Oh, I was at the beginning rally thing because I literally today was literally the first time they ever did rallies. They were
Well,
both like, huh?
Sawyer's been in the first class, and then
Oh,
Robbie's.
okay.
So I actually have them in both classes. So we usually go, but I was just work has been crazy, so I couldn't get there. And I thought I was going to get there for the second class, but then couldn't even get there for
No.
that. So.
You need to retire.
Yeah, well, guess what? I'm going to be on TV on Wednesday night on New Jersey PBS with an award-winning show as the executive director of this nonprofit that I run. And so I'm trying to get it to the point where, because I basically rescued it. And now it's a 50-year plus nonprofit. And so if I can do this and this show happens and I get another person in there, yeah, then maybe I can retire and leave it. I don't want to leave it not in the greatest shape. So anyway, watch it. 8:30 Wednesday night, New Jersey PBS. You'll see
I
me.
don't have regular TV. Is it on like on the internet?
Yeah, you can get it. I think, yeah, well, this is the premiere is Wednesday night, and then they're gonna have it like, I think eventually it'll be something. It's called New Jersey State of the Arts. It's an Emmy Award winning series. And the fact that they did all this filming over the whole, like for months. I don't even know what's on it. Like I haven't
That's
seen.
exciting. I don't have regular TV. I just have, I'm gonna write it here, New Jersey State of the Arts.
Yeah, they did. Actually, if you look on my Facebook page, today, I posted about it because I just found out it was coming out Wednesday night. I knew we had done it, but the filmmaker just told me the premiere date, so I've just been putting it
All
out there.
right, that's exciting.
Yeah, so I can't retire yet, but I would like to do that. That's my goal. But yeah, it's just been hard to keep up with the training that I want to do, and yeah, but doing my best.
Well, I won't be at rally next week, but I'll be at another rally class or two because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Clearly, feel like today I went in and I set up and Regina's like, the sign has to be on your right side. I'm like, does?
Yeah, yeah, that's
Yeah, so I'm just saying, I literally know like nothing. So,
well,
but
I'm gonna see you at the scent work trial and
yeah,
where you're gonna be like, the best because of your awareness of watching your dog.
yeah, but I mean, the dogs are dogs. They have to do it. And again, something that I'm new at. Like, and I'm not even worried. If I make a mistake, I make a mistake. To me, mistakes are just part of learning. That's just part of the process. It's something that I'm new at. I don't expect to immediately be good at it.
I love the challenge of it. I love the fact that the dog that I'm bringing to the scent work, Robbie's sister, this is her jam. I mean, she's not a dog that I can do all these other things with, but the scent work,
Good.
she
Yeah.
takes me on that ride, and I just let her do her thing. She wears this little pink vest. I mean, she's into it.
Good.
But yes, we'll see how that goes. But
Yeah, that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
yeah. All right.
All right,
Well, have a good
I'll
rest
see
of the
you.
weekend. Thank you
Okay.
again. I learned a ton. I will
Good.
do my best. And look, there he is. Now he's quiet. So,
Now he's quiet. Okay.
all
I'll
right.
talk to you later. Bye. What do you